for every new Overwatch player. The blood pressure of 3 will rise. For every roadhog, one man gets taken off the edge. For every tracer, one fan art gets created. If this is you, call help now. What up, people? It's your boy Peak, and my, is today a special day because I get to finally talk about the worst game of 2017. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, and now I'm finally getting down to it. So my mind is telling me to tell you this is all my opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree with the points I am going to make, so on and so on. But what I'm actually going to say is this game is complete trash. Yep, 100% garbage and cannot be saved. So in order for me to give you the full effect, I'm going to break down the video into 3 points. 1, the characters. 2, the game itself. And 3, my overall experience, so the end goal. Now, I could individually talk about that on each one of those points single-handedly, which will take up the whole video. But to try and break it down, I'm going to, spread them out a little bit and talk about the worst factors of each of those points. So let's take it back to the beginning, the very beginning. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. This was the time when the game was actually fun. You pick up the game, have fun with your mates, and generally enjoy yourself. It was also the time of McCree. Yes, my boy, my home dog McCree. Back in the beta days was the best character. Here are 2 reasons. He looks so damn clean. Just look at him with his hat and his boots and his general look. Just fantastic. Plus, he has a 6 shooter, which reminds me of one of the best rap lines ever. 6 shots, but I hit 7. Oh my goodness. Bars. But the main reason was he was true to his role. He actually did damage, which is what an assault character should do. But then you start to hear those voices. Oh my god, McCree is broken, his fan, the hammer is one-shotting, plays nerf, which at the time I was like, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? An assault doing damage? You want to nerf an assault? But you know what, I guess I thought it was okay. Reason being is all I played was McCree, so I didn't see the issues with the game that was right in front of my face. So I thought to myself, I guess a little less damage isn't so bad, just little bits of here and there, until you play him again and find out he does as much damage as a potato. Oh my gosh, how could they drain him of pretty much everything? He went from a solid character to complete trash. And to me, that was the pinnacle. The first mistake they did, but I guess I didn't trip out too much. I'm thinking, you know what, okay, McCree's kind of useless now. So let's move on to some other characters, which brings us to the first point, the characters. Now, I could individually make a video of each Overwatch character and why they're horrific, but I'm going to pick 5 of these characters that for me completely ruined and trolled the game. And these people are let me just calm down for 1 second. Symmetra, I will mention you last because I want to really. Okay, I'm calm. I'm good. I don't want to think about it right now. I am good. So, first person, Roadhog. Now, why they thought it was a good idea to allow a tank to one-shot people. Now, I know you're thinking, they fixed it now, they may have done something, but I'm not talking about now, I'm talking about the game as a whole, how from when it was and to where it is now, and how quickly these things were fixed. So, just forget about the stuff now for a second, and think back to the amount of times when you're running around the map with your little Soldier 76 and you're running around with your Tracer and whatnot, and then you see that f***ing pig, that fat clump of meat just there with his face and his stomach all in your face, and you're just thinking, oh, here it comes, whoop-how, there's the hook, and you're dead. That analysis to me blew my mind. They nerfed McCree to the point where he does no damage, but you have a tank in the game that can one-shot. Now, it wouldn't be such a massive thing in my mind if he was an assault, but he is a tank. A tank should not be able to do more damage than every assault in the game. What does that mean? You can't have that. And what made it more annoying is the fact that every other ability or his health bar, he was a tank. He could heal himself, check. He had a bajillion health, yes. But as a bonus, let's make him one shot, which to me was, you don't understand how frustrating it was to think I'm gonna support my team and help my team, and then you see a Roadhog and you know you get hooked, you're done. That concept should not have been in the game. Now, I could go on further with him, but let's move on to another favorite of mine, May. May, I say this girl is the most frustrating ice user in any game that I can imagine. How in the world can the devs be sitting around their boardroom table and think, oh, we need another character, we need someone else to put in the game. Oh, let's think really hard, boys. Okay. Ice. Okay, Steve. Ice. Okay, that's good. What about Ice? Let's see. Let's make a character freeze you over time. Okay, good. Okay, over time, that makes sense. And so you start off being slowed and you get frozen. Okay. How quickly does that happen? Maybe about a second. You're completely frozen. Okay. And then what happens? Well, you see, she has this Oak Fire mode, which shoots out an icicle that does more damage than her freeze blast. I'm thinking, oh, okay. But to make it interesting, let's make it one-shot people in the head after they're frozen. That is genius. Yes, we're putting that in the game right now. I mean, come the hell on. Like, what does that... Oh, I just... Okay, hold on. Bring the meter down. Bring it down. I'm in my happy place. I don't play the game anymore. Let's just... Okay, we good. How can you have a character that not only freezes you solid, but has the ability to annihilate you when you're frozen? Another concept that makes no sense. So now you have one person that hooks and kills you, and you have one person that freezes that kills you. So as you can see, the dream team is starting to come together now. Okay, this is not looking good. She just needs to be, I don't even know how you fix May at this point. Just take her out the game, just remove her. I don't want to see her face anymore. I don't want to see that happy flipping face. Just, okay, enough May. Let's go on to Genji. Now, Genji is a special child, okay? For some reason, he has the ability to jump 1,000,000 times in the sky. I'm just gonna press my spacebar key or my A button on my controller. Oh, look, I'm going high, I'm going real high, which makes me really difficult to hit, first of all. But let's just make his other skills mediocre. Yeah, he throws a few shurikens. Yeah, okay. Oh, he can deflect. Oh, great, he can deflect bullets. That's fantastic. But he can deflect a fucking hammer. Okay, that is fantastic. Oh, I'm Reinhardt. Surely I can just go in and smash him. No, no, no. Let me get my flimsy 2x4 sword to deflect your goddamn hammer. Yeah, that makes sense. But that's not all. Yeah, that's not all. Let's give him an ultimate where he whips out his little blade and starts on everybody. Going around slashing here, slashing there. Oh, I got a kill. Let me just reset my cooldowns on my dash, and I'm gonna dash over here. Oh, you're dead. No, I'm just gonna reset my cooldowns again. I'm dash. Oh, you're dead. That lasts for pretty much half the game. Like, come on. Not to mention, yeah, they nerfed Genji where he can't jump so much, and his ult doesn't last as long. But the fact that this was an issue in the first place, and it took them so long to fix this, it was frustrating. I'm a player that likes to know things that are broken in the game is surely noted by the devs and will be fixed shortly. But the fact that there were so many issues in the game to start with, there's no way they could have fixed them all in that period of time that they had. But there's just there's so many problems. So Genji was just the pinnacle of frustrating to kill for me. I was just swinging around my hammer, shooting my guns, and it's just jumping everywhere. It was tragic. And he can run up walls. Great. So now Genji's out the way. Let's talk about Pharah. Oh my goodness. If Roadhog is the scariest thing in the game, and Mei is the most frustrating thing in the game, and Genji's the most annoying thing in the game, then what is Pharah? Pharah is the of the game. Oh my goodness, she's up in the sky all the time. I don't know how people do it. I try play Pharah and I'm there gliding over the bloody floor, and I see other people play Pharah and they're goddamn in space shooting their flipping rockets in my face, and I'm like, how do I kill Pharah? Because now she's up there, now she's shooting down here, and a pain. Not only can she dodge side to side, but she can go vertical. Fantastic. What makes this worse? It wasn't just her alone, it was the fact that she combos so well with team synergy. You have a Mercy on your team, oh, Mercy and Pharah. You have any tank in the game, oh, a tank and Pharah. You just need a Pharah in your team, because now not only are you covering the ground space, you're covering the air space. You control the air. And of course, you could just say, oh, but Soldier, he counters Pharah, you just gotta shoot her in the sky. But the thing is, Pharah doesn't have to be in the sky all the time. That's the thing. Pharah can choose to be mid, or maybe really high or really low. It's just up to her. And the fact that it's rockets with AoE, she can shoot more than one target at once. And the fact is, when everyone's trying to focus on Pharah, you have a whole team of Meis and Roadhogs and Genji down on the floor. So it's like, okay, there's your 4 people right there. Your recipe for disaster. Okay. Now, I guess Pharah wasn't the craziest out of all the ones I've mentioned. The other 3 were like phenomenal. Phenomenal. Is that the right word? I don't know. They were just annoying. But Pharah was just that additional cherry on the cake that just made playing Overwatch a struggle and frustrating as hell. It wasn't fun knowing that something in the sky was going to come for you eventually, and also knowing there's a pig coming for you, and knowing if you turn around there's a happy little girl about to freeze your ass off, and then there's a guy flipping and throwing shuriken down your throat. It wasn't a nice feeling. But with those 4 in mind, and you can tell how much I hate them, this woman right here, oh my God, I do not think you understand my hatred, my complete hatred toward Symmetra. Oh my goodness. Let's go back to the boardroom where you got your devs sitting down chatting about characters, and you got, okay, so they have a pig in the game that one-shots, and they have a freezing girl, which apparently they thought it was a great idea. Now you talk about Symmetra. Okay guys, what kind of gun shall we give her? Maybe, I don't know, like a blaster. Okay, she can shoot cubes out. Okay, that's cute. they're slow moving. Okay, I guess she's a support, so she needs to focus on supporting the team. Not too much damage here and there. But her primary find, what should that be? Something skill based? No? No? And what do you have in mind? Let's have a constant beam shooting at you with the range of the whole map, destroying your health bar. Why? Anybody that plays Symmetra has terrible aim. You don't even need to aim with this woman. You just shoot in the general direction. And after McCree got nerfed, I moved to Pharah, played her a little bit. And there was points in the game where I was trying to fly off, as Pharah does. And there's Symmetra on the floor with an aimbot gun. And I think to myself, if I just fly high in the sky, I get out of the range. But no, the beam continues. It follows me and it continues to hurt me and it continues to damage. And I've not even mentioned her camping turrets that she can just put on a payload. And I'm running out of oxygen here. I'm dying. I'm literally dying just talking about Symmetra. It's not good for my health. This is the point I made at the start of the video. My blood pressure is rising right now and I'm not even playing the game. I'm talking about it. Oh my goodness, Symmetra, just happy place, happy space, happy. Okay, so we've talked about the characters. There are the characters for me that were the worst in the game, that made the game the least fun. I could talk about all of the characters if I'm honest, but those are the main issues. So now let's talk about the fundamentals of the game. Fundamentals. Fun to mental. It should be fun, okay? Hence fundamentals, but it wasn't. When I say fundamentals, I'm generally talking about the controls and how the game plays and the game modes and so forth. I think I should talk about one of the things that have been on my mind since the very beginning of the game. The S key, or the down direction on your controller. Why is that so special? Well, I ask myself that every day. And to give you an example, I used to play Reinhardt. In fact, I mained him after I stopped playing McCree. Reinhardt was that fun guy for me. I could swing my hammer around, swash, 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 smash, smash. Swashing and smashing. Swashing's not a word, but it is now. So, S key on the keyboard. You go up to somebody, you see a Tracer, and you think, oh, she's got no more dashes left. I'm just gonna go up to her with my hammer and smash her brains in it, and it's gonna be a kill, yandy dandy, yip de doo. And then she starts kiting you. How? By pressing S. Then I did some research. I did some tests on this S mechanic and realized going backwards is pretty much the same speed as going forwards. What? I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Go tell Saint Bolt right now to run as quickly as he can backwards as he can forwards. If he can manage to get the same amount of track times, I will retract this comment. If he can't, then by God, she or any player should not be able to outrun someone going forwards. That doesn't make sense. I'm going forwards, you're going backwards. The laws of physics mean I should catch up to you, but I don't. I'm lagging behind and I'm dying because you're shooting me and I have a goddamn hammer. Not cool, okay? Not, even though it's a small thing in the game, it's so big to think about because it's mind-blowing. It doesn't make sense. The game doesn't make sense, and this S mechanic doesn't make sense either. It seems to me that the more I talk about this game, the less sense it makes. So, besides that, let's talk about the game modes. Move a payload and capture a point. Pretty simple, okay? But at the same time, what I don't understand is, especially with the payloads, this overtime mechanic. They've shortened it. It used to be really long. But I don't understand how one person being on the point and there's many other people around the point doesn't outweigh the fact there's more people on an objective. I think if there are less people on a point trying to contest, then the fact that the people, what am I saying right now? If there is one person trying to push a payload and there are two people on the payload trying to defend it, it should not move. And if there's one person defending it and there's two people trying to attack it, it should move. Why do I think this? Because for some reason, you Overwatch players think kills are more important than the damn payload. How? I do not know. You've got your tanks, you've got your roadhogs going off, backdooring the enemy. Do you know why he's doing this? Because he can. He has the mechanics to go around one-shotting people because he can. A tank should be moving the payload, support should be supporting the tank and the attackers should be around the payload. Occasionally, they'll odd assassin and the people at the back line are trying to, crush their support, their main attackers like Widowmaker and so forth, and kill their Mercy. But the fact that nobody cares about the payload and just goes off wherever they want and chases people down across the whole map for a kill, it's not about the kill, it's about the point. And the amount of times when I'm playing solo queue and not with my friends, their priorities are so wrong. We end up losing over and over again because they don't capture the point and you don't capture the payload. Why? I don't know. I do not understand. You cannot win without completing the objective. This isn't COD, it's not team deathmatch where you can go around and start shooting people and the one with the most kills, you win the game. No, you need to move the payload and you need to capture the point. And this isn't really a fault on the game side, more of the players. But I think there should be a way to really solidify players to move the damn payload. Because if you're a tank and you can kill everyone yourself, why would you move the payload where you can get kills? You just, my other teammates can do it. My assault people, like Soldier and Assault, Farrell and Assault, can move the payload themselves because I'm Roadhog and I'm May. I can do whatever the hell I want. And that's what it feels like. If anything, if there's going to be characters in the game like that, at least put a game mode in where killing matters, not get the point. Goodness me. Really, the fundamentals of the game is that and the S key and just the general play style of the game. You've got characters as strong as Roadhog and so forth. People don't play the game right. They don't do what they should be doing. They just do what they want. And that mentality in the game really just makes the game less fun. You don't go around in the game like Battlefield, Team Deathmatch, anything. I know I'm gonna start shooting cars. Your whole team starts going around shooting cars and buildings, and you're the only one on the team doing the right thing, which is getting kills. But your team is messing about, trying to stunt, do backflips on the bike. It's like, what? Yeah, it's cool and all. Maybe you get a nice clip for your YouTube video, but it's not. I want to play the game. I want to play the game how it should be played. And if there's not the mechanics or the features in place to make people play the game properly, then people won't play the game properly, which is my issue. But it's okay. That's okay. I am going to move on. The last point, my overall experience with the game. This won't be a long summary. I am pretty sure through my countless rage moments and my countless frustrating analyzing, my theories, stuff. I'm not a very happy customer. I bought this game twice, once on PC and once on Xbox, so my frustration. I bought the game twice, I played it on both, I've opened loot boxes and I've closed loot boxes, and that is also a final point I wanted to make with the loot box system. Now, it would not be so bad if there are ways of earning loot boxes. In fact, that could be a way of rewarding players for playing the game properly. This is literally a thought I just thought about. Maybe if you're playing a tank and you do a tank thing like stay on the payload for the most amount of time in a match or so forth, and you're consecutive as a tank or you're consecutive as a support, healing for a certain amount of health, or tanking or doing a lot of damage as an assault, you earn a loot box. But the fact that the game's only method of gaining loot boxes is by paying money or leveling up is ridiculous. Like, the fact that it's like an MMO You level, the first few levels, oh, it's real nice, it's real smooth and easy. You get like 10, 20 loot boxes, and then you start reaching that 50 mark, that 60, that 70 in. You have to play like 50, 100,000 million games for one loot box to pray for the thing you want, and you keep getting blues on blues and blues. Your only option is to buy. You have to open so many boxes to get the duplicates, to get the money to buy that super rare skin that you want, which is in that limited time frame, because it's only a Christmas skin, and if you don't get it now, you're not ever gonna get it. It's just forced down your throat to buy. It's not nice. It's not a nice digestive feeling. And this is why I think this game, in fact, no, this is why I know this game is the worst game of 2017. It not only forces this loot box system, the purchasing loot box system on you, the mechanics don't work, the characters don't work, and the game is not fun when it's not played with your friends. Because at least with your friends, you can joke about it, you can mess around, but if you're not, and you're just like me, sometimes you want to play by yourself, play with a few random people, it's just tiring, it's exhausting. And how should you shouldn't get that feeling of, oh, I need friends to enjoy a game. That doesn't work. That doesn't make sense to me. But with all that being said, this game possibly can be fixed. Even though I said it cannot be saved, it might. Maybe there's a slight bit of hope. And I think what they should do is model after Paladins, the other Overwatch-like game. I know what you may be thinking. Oh, this guy is a Paladin fanboy. This guy he likes Paladins, which is why he hates Overwatch. And no, the reason why I like Paladins is because for what the game is, which is similar to Overwatch, you get the points and so on and so on, the game works properly. You don't have tanks running around the map one-shotting. You don't have freezing people that freezes you solid and blows you up. The game characters work, and the game itself works. That is all I ask for Overwatch. If you play Paladins, take Fernando as a prime example. He is a tank. He's got a shield like Reinhardt, which with health bars, yep. He's got a lot of health. He's got a weapon, which is a flamethrower, which does okay damage. See how I said okay damage? Because he's a tank. He's got a great shield, he's got great health, and does okay damage. Hell, his ultimate makes him invincible, and the team around him invincible. Well, I say invincible, they can't drop below a certain amount of health. That sounds like a tank ability to me. I'm a tank, guys. Come to me so I can help you survive. That is a tank. It's mind-boggling. And you have Reinhardt with a massive slam down hammer which blows everyone up, which is okay, I guess it's more tanky, but the fact that with Reinhardt, if there's a group of people and your team's not around and you have your ult, you slam your hammer down with a few dashing into the wall and a few hammer swings, you can pretty much take out 3 out of the whole, how many people get you played Overwatch, 5 or 6? Well, anyway, you can pretty much take out half the team by yourself, which is my frustration with the game. If you have Reinhardt and you're in a good position, you can ult and you can get kills and you can play the game, half the team's dead because of you. Or you by yourself did that. Not with your team, not because you're a tank and you're supporting your team, but you yourself, the tank, is going around killing half the team members, which it's just frustrating. And that's why I enjoy Paladins, because I know when there's a tank and there's a healer, there's a support, there's an assault, they're going to play their roles. When there's a flank on the team, you know, their main role and their main abilities revolve around flanking. They can go invisible, they have a lot of damage, but they have nearly no health, which is fantastic. That's what I want to see with Overwatch. They have to really look at their characters and they have to really think about their health pool, their abilities, and how they work with each other in synergy with everybody. And right now, for the time, even though they may have fixed the issue with Roadhog, even though they may have nerfed the people that they need to nerf and so on, that build up, that play time from the beginning of the game to the end, it's just been a slow, steady downhill grind to nowhere. I think my time with Overwatch was wasted. Even if I kept playing up till this point and they finally fixed the issues I'm yelling at the game devs about it. That journey wasn't fun. That whole experience wasn't fun. I've had to struggle through the Gendis and the Symmetries and the Maids just to get that fun that I wanted at the beginning. Why? Why would I do that when I can just go on Paladins and the game is fun from the get-go because it works? And that's probably why I think people don't like Paladins as much as Overwatch, because they play Overwatch, they play a game that doesn't work, and then they go to Paladins, which works, and think, oh, what is this? This can't be right. I'm Fernando, I should be cooking everyone. I've got a flamethrower. I should be cooking everyone up. No, he shouldn't be doing that. He's a tank. Whew. Paladins is my only peace right now, my only peace of mind. But that being said, that's pretty much my rant for Overwatch. I just hope you people take these points, take what I've said, and really think about why I don't like the game. And maybe you can feel free to make your comments and so on. But when compared to Paladins, which works, I'm happy with Paladins. I'm not happy with Overwatch. And all I wanted them to do from the beginning was make the game fair. That's all. That's all I wanted. Fair characters. The game modes and the fundamentals isn't a massive issue like the S key. It's annoying, but the characters and the gameplay makes it's the bread and butter of your game. If they don't work, nothing else will. But yes, that is going to be it for this video. Feel free to like, subscribe to your boy, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Holla back.